Beer me, Blazer.
All right, last one here. We're going to go over some defenses we like to stream in Week 15. This is not – don't be dropping, these good defenses for these ones we're talking about here. This is if you're streaming, go ahead and pick these guys up. It's not – don't drop Steelers defense for one of these. All right, we got the Browns first. Should have a decent Week 15. This is one I like a little bit more out of all of them. Browns actually have a pretty decent schedule. So they play the Giants this week. I think they play the Jets the next week. 2 New York teams back-to-back, same stadium, I feel like. So, yeah, I mean, Giants as good as they're getting better. They're still the Giants. Very able to make some errors, throw some picks.
I mean, yeah,
Browns defense
Danny Dimes doesn't know how to hold onto the football. He's still fumbling.
I mean, he has the most turnovers of anybody of all time, I feel like.
Yeah, and that's not very good when you have a guy named Myles Garrett who's trying to kill you every time you hike the ball.
He's a country boy. Yeah. He's
the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. But yeah, so Browns defense decent stream Week 15. This one I like too. This one you said is kind of a homer pick, but the Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots. I would say you guys have one of the sneakiest home field advantages, I think. Just the way your stadium's set up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you get the sun or the way it's set up, the kind of have some shade on the Dolphins sideline, and then all the heat gets beamed directly on the opposing side. So yeah, it's hot, it's humid. If you're not used to it.
Yeah. You got the Patriots coming from up north.
Yeah. We even when they had Tom Brady, and I think we can all agree that the Patriots are no longer the New England Patriots of the past, and it feels good because, I would always say it, and I said it for so many years because Tom Brady was in the league for 20 years. I feel like with the Patriots, every team has their downfall. It doesn't last forever. There's always a team where they're on top and then they have their downfall. I mean, in basketball, the Bulls were dominant in the 90s. Since Michael Jordan left, the Bulls are just not the same. They are no longer the Chicago Bulls, and they haven't been the Chicago Bulls in for forever, And then you get the Warriors last year. The Warriors dominant. A couple of injuries, obviously, different. I'm talking about, that. But then even in the Cowboys, 90s again, Cowboys, they were the team of the 90s, I guess you could say. Just haven't really been the same since then. So there's always the downfall of a franchise after so many successful seasons. So I think we've finally seen it. So I like to see that. But, yeah, Miami at home, they got dropped in a lot of leagues, I think, because they were playing the Chiefs. So, I mean, they still got 4 turnovers and 3 or 4 sacks. So if they didn't give up 33 points, I mean, it was Mahomes and the Chiefs. So it's expected. But, I mean, it was pretty crazy to see Mahomes enter the game with 2 interceptions on the year. So I think he went, 11, 12 games with only 2 interceptions, and he threw 3 against the Dolphins. So it just shows you how good this Dolphins defense really is, and how they've gotten over just one year. But, yeah, I do like them this week against the New England Patriots. I mean, Cam Newton can't throw for 100 yards on a good day. Now you're telling me he's playing against one of the best secondaries in Xavier Howard, who leads the NFL in interceptions. I don't like it. As long as the Dolphins can just limit Cam's rushing and kind of stop Damian Harris, I think the Dolphins win this game easily, even with their lack of options.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably bet the under in this game. Probably not a lot of points going to be scored in this game.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, even the Chiefs, I guess it was, 33-27?
Yeah.
That's a decent amount of points. It
points.
felt like it was less points than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dolphins, great. You guys, I love it. Then we got the Buccaneers going up against Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is just, I don't know. He's just not good, I feel like. Could this be one of those weeks where Matt Ryan goes off against a pretty decent defense?
I mean, yeah, Matt Ryan, he was my sit last week. I said, when he doesn't have Julio Jones, he's just a different quarterback. I mean, he only got you 7 points if you started him. Hopefully you didn't. But, I mean, this week they're at home against the Bucs. I mean, the Bucs defense, one of the best rushing defenses, if not the best rushing defense in the NFL. So, I mean, Gurley's already been non-existent with a knee Ito Smith, Brian Hill, those guys. So I'm not banking on them to be able to run the ball at all against the Buccaneers, meaning they're going to have to throw the ball a lot. Obviously, they have the weapons to do that. But, I mean, if Julio Jones doesn't play, then, yeah, I think that Matt Ryan is in store for a long day. A couple picks, maybe you get a pick six, some sacks. So, yeah, I do like the Buccaneers defense as a sneaky streaming option this week against Matt Ryan, especially if Julio Jones is out.
Man, that clip was informative, huh? Well, there's plenty more right here if you click that. Also, go ahead and subscribe right there.